You know, and I had to. Well, I'll mark. You know, and there is some spot. You know, it's just like any neighborhood. There's some areas you walk and you just get a vibe, right? Like.
Yeah, I know. And why does it always happen on the same street for like, you know?
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom in a row.
That energy has something to do with people killing themselves.
No, you never know. Oh,
right?
Stress, right?
Sure, PTSD.
Freaking Passover stress.
Yeah.
Yeah, like people shooting their shit over,
like she's
Get rid of it, and they're healthcare people.
Yeah, and like she said, like you know, he was already like googling, you know, like all that graphic shit. Like that's gotta play in your head, you know, like that can't be good. So
that's weird. It's like upset. It's like an obsession of sorts. Like, so what happens? You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like a movie. It's like a movie, man.
Isn't it? You know? That's kind of vaguely. Kind of reminds me of a movie I've seen where somebody just totally gets enveloped in it, right? Like,
for sure, like the Flatliners movie. They want to die to see what it's like, you know?
I just watched that the other night. Are you kidding me? But we're just gonna go by first names, and that's cool. So that's all good. And just so you ladies know, I think I mentioned to Sher, this will be part of our Halloween episode, our special Halloween episode. Right. Okay. We're gonna spotlight about 4 or 5 haunted house stories, I guess, if you will.
Cool.
And they'll be on our second edition of Get the Fuck Out of My House. There's no way of holding back on that. Cool. It's just,
I know, no. She likes saying it many times. I know.
So how else can you put it?
It really, like...
Really, there really is no other way, I know.
Mine, I don't care if he leaves the house as long as we get... the one here is the one that drives me nuts.
You have one here as well?
Oh, yeah. I always have somebody, believe me.
Maybe it's yourself.
It is. It's me.
Yeah, like you were saying.
It is me. I know they will attach themselves to people, or...
They can, yeah.
Yeah, so I've always had somebody, always.
Maybe it's a guardian spirit.
No, not this one.
Oh.
Not bad. Not bad. I just know there's somebody with the store, and some of the customers have actually told me about her as well.
Oh.
It's a female. I've actually noticed her once. I've seen her.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lady in a red cape. That's all I know about her.
Wow. And a red cape? Ew.
Yeah, a red cape.
That's very specific, eh?
Right, very. Yeah. And I had seen somebody in red, and then one of my customers, actually she used to work here, and she says, Cyndi, do you know you have a lady here in a red cape? Mm-hmm. And I thought, oh, well, okay, well, I knew that there was red.
Yeah.
But I was closing the store one day, and I was here by myself. The door was locked. Okay. And I was at the back of the store turning the lights off, and I looked up and I saw somebody in red, and I went to tell her, we're closed.
Yeah.
And then I realized, wait a minute, the door's locked.
Wow, that's very definite.
And then I looked again and thought, okay, there's nobody there. But we have,
I'm trying to think of red cape. Like, remember way back when the Hudson's Bay people wear those little red capes?
Oh.
Remember?
Those are like the little shawl type things, you mean?
Yeah.
No, I think you mean full though, right?
Yeah,
like
this is more like a full, like a winter or a fall cape.
Oh,
like a heavy cape is more what it is.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, the light in this room is attached to the light for out there. So we had the breaker went on us one day, and I've got cameras in my office that show all of the different rooms.
Oh.
It freaked China and I out one day. We were sitting in the office and looked up, and you could see all kinds of little green spots all over this room. And I thought, oh my god.
Cool.
Well, you know, like, and I was letting Cyndi know there, Sher, about the new podcast we've got for Janet coming up, right?
Yes.
Which is more of the serious tone. So if Tylene works out pretty good and stuff, you know, if you ever want, we can always consider doing that and bringing them in and just see what Tylene picks up.
See what they pick up, yeah. It's the only one I've really noticed is the lady in red.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to know what actually, because with all these complexes being newer, what was here before, right?
A printing room. The press room is what it was called.
Okay.
I know that was here for years, and there was a scratch and dent furniture place just before us.
Oh, okay.
But as before that, I have no idea. sorry, vacuum.
We'll have to see if we can find out. That'd be cool.
That would be cool, because we like to dabble in research too, right? Like, we like to get the hardcore information.
And when you guys did the one on the Manitoba Museum, I used to work there.
Did you?
Oh,
yes.
Really? Oh, yes.
And you've had stories
Did
from
you see
that
anything there?
Oh,
wow.
I have. I just took off my reading glasses and I can see the goosebumps on her arms.
Yeah. There's the lady that sits on the bench around the. Oh my God, that lady is
freaky. She's gone now.
Oh, is she? Mm-hmm. Oh, thank God.
She's gone. Yes, she's missing.
We tried to find her. We're kind of disappointed.
We did. We tried to find her. We couldn't find her. They moved her away.
Relieved or disappointed? It was kind of like, you know.
I would be very relieved to see her gone, because I swear she watches you. She follows you.
Well, just like that other kid, that Brian, like our friend that we made. You know, he said. You look back and it just kind of
yeah.
This is
there was a few places in there. I can't remember. I used to be the event coordinator for the events in the museum.
Cool.
So I was in and out of there through all the shortcuts at all hours of the day and night, up until 2 o'clock in the morning sometimes.
Right.
Wow.
Oh my God.
And what is your take? Because there's so many artifacts. So I mean, like, as we know, like energy attaches and stuff. But because where the museum's like sitting, you know, like it's so close to the river and stuff, the area, like.
Well, not only that, but from what I understand, it's also sitting on an old prison.
Oh.
From what I understand, there used to be a prison around the Nonsuch area.
Oh.
And way back when, from what I understand.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't know for sure.
That could be, because I just read something the other day that apparently they're okay. I know this sounds like cuckoo, batshit crazy, but well, nothing does. But okay, I was telling Sherry, it's very known, and a lot of people don't know about the tunnel system in downtown, right? And somebody actually on one of the old vintage Winnipeg pages or somebody outright asked about the tunnels. I'm like, yes, finally somebody's asking. And then one guy said he worked for MTS, and he said, no, MTS bought all those tunnels, all 87 of them in, I want to say like 91, and we backfilled, because I guess they're fiber optics, right? So they bought from the city. And they said that there were tunnels that went all the way up to Higgins in some respects.
Oh, Higgins.
And then somebody even said, I even went into the tour at the old jail, and then I thought they said like in the Exchange District, they said, and that was connected to an old tunnel. So I think you're right.
I'm pretty sure that's where it was. I'm pretty sure that's what I had heard was under there.
And up until then, I had no foregoing knowledge that there was any other jail location. I mean,
no.
We're gonna have to Google that now. I gotta Google.
The other place that I used to work was DeSoto's Cabaret.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, I heard about that too.
That one gives me even bigger goosebumps, let me tell you.
You weren't the waitress with the lady with the bottle on the tray that shattered, were you?
No, but that was shortly before I started there.
Okay.
There was also the time the music started, all the staff was downstairs because we had the staff room down. Well, we all went down there for a drink after work, after it closed.
Yeah.
And the DJ booth is all closed up, packed up, and shut down for the night. Yeah. And the music just boom, and it starts, and you can hear it in the basement. Oh my God. Going up in the elevator, and it's a freight elevator.
Yes.
We'd have to go up. That's where our coats were, is on the second, I want to say second, maybe third floor. And we had to take the freight elevator up to put our stuff away.
Okay.
And you could smell the perfume.
Okay.
Oh.
And the hair on the back of my neck was always standing up walking down that hall. And I don't know if you know the story behind that one, but apparently it was a dancer. And she was up on the top floor, and the elevator broke. The elevator dropped.
Oh.
And she was killed in the elevator.
I heard it was a girl that that got killed there. I didn't know what the circumstance was.
Yeah, apparently she was a dancer, and the elevator cable broke and fell. And she was killed in the elevator, apparently.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not very far for it, but I guess depending on how she,
Depends, I mean, it's only, 5 stories?
Yeah.
How come you can never find these stories on anything? How come you always have to hear them from somebody, eh?
Right, I know.
I know. Like, how come they don't have a website that has a bunch of these interesting things?
See, that's just it. They used to, what I explained, Sherry. Remember that one time I was telling you? Okay, I specifically saw something on the internet, and I want to say around the time the internet wasn't new, like in the mid-90s or something, right? And I found some creepy ass shit about the St. Andrew's Church. right?
That's right. You can't find squat about it now.
And now you can't, because you know why? Because people don't pay for the websites to keep them up anymore, or they get dissolved and stuff. So then, that's the information.
That's true.
Oops.
Yeah.
Like apparently they used to do Satan worship in the basement at the St. Andrew's Church.
Yeah.
Or maybe they don't want people to read that though too, right?
No,
so they're like, no, let's not put that out there. You never know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but like I said, I've always had something. But yeah, like I said, there's always something. In my house, I told you about the flowers in the vase.
Yes.
When we did I had told my neighbor across the back lane about it. And
which end of town? Which area are you in?
Transcona.
Oh, you are still. Okay.
Yeah.
I remember years ago talking with him, and he said that you guys are out that way. Okay.
Yeah, we're still in Transcona.
So she.
Yay, Transcona!
Yay, right?
I'm outnumbered.
No pink flamingos in my yard, though. No.
I have.
Do you?
I do, yeah. They're not the cheesy ones, though. They're nice ones.
Oh, okay. Well, that's allowed. Oh, what part of Transcona are you in?
Community center.
Really?
Yeah.
So are we.
Maybe we yell loud enough. Shut up,
that's
really?
Funny.
Yeah, one block.
Oh
one
my
block
God.
off.
We're just across the road, across the big road.
That's funny.
Good God, yeah, it's walking distance. So, the wine nights. I'm a wine drinker too.
Yep.
We actually make our own by the keg.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But yeah, my neighbor across the back lane from me, I was telling her about some of the things that went on in our house, and she filled me in about our neighbor beside us.
Okay.
That before we moved in, the lady that lived in our house before us used to babysit the kid that used to live next door to us, and that family had also moved.
Okay.
And apparently he passed away in the garage.
Oh.
They had a wood stove there, and it didn't start on fire, but they had carbon monoxide poisoning, and he passed away with carbon monoxide poisoning.
In his own garage or in your garage?
In his own garage.
In his own garage. And how old would he have been?
From what I understand, he was around the 4 or 5 age.
Oh, that's so sad.
And the lady in my house used to babysit him all the time.
That's his happy place.
Yeah. So he's at our place quite regularly. He plays jokes quite regularly.
And how long have you lived in your house now?
20 years.
Okay.
Good God. Good God, it's been a long time. Holy. Anyway, yeah, about 20 years I think it is now.
Okay.
He's done things. Stacy used to come in the house and we have a fridge in the garage because we've always had some kind of a business where we're vending or something, right?
Yeah.
So we've always had a fridge in the garage, and he'll come in after work some nights and say, "What were you doing outside?" It wasn't outside. The fridge would be open.
Oh.
Seriously, I'm going to go out in the middle of the night and leave the fridge
Yeah, I know.
open.
You're like, no, pass.
Yeah, not so much. I value sleep, thank you.
And the thing about a fridge, it's got the suction and everything, so it's not like a cupboard left open. Like a fridge, you've got to pull on it and then purposely leave it.
Going in there and pulling it open.
Yeah, so the fridge would be left open. The fridge would be left open in the house. Things would get moved, and there's things that I had lost for like 3 months, and that they would show up on the kitchen table one day out of the blue. Just out of the blue, there it is. We've had noises where you swear somebody has just ran into the outside of your house, a big loud bang, and Steph will go outside, nothing. There's nothing going on out there, nobody around. And since the psychic that I saw, also the card reader, or the flame reader, said that your little, how did she put, I don't know, it was the little boy anyway. The little boy at your house wants you to know that he really likes your beads. What?
Wow. I just got a chill on that one.
Wow.
She told me that, and I found that really funny because we will be sitting in our basement watching TV, and you know, something
Sorry,
would
not you,
drop.
the crow.
Yeah, I hear the crow.
Come on away. I'm like, shush, I can't hear.
Shut up.
Well, now I'm really outnumbered. There's 3 of you from Transcona.
He stopped. Good, thank you.
You know how when something falls on the floor, it'll drop off your desk or whatever, and you hear the ding, 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 ding. Okay, that happens. We're sitting downstairs watching TV, and out of the blue, it sounds like a bunch of beads have fallen off my desk or off my workbench, and you hear it ting, 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 and it kind of rolls.
Right.
You can go upstairs. There is nothing on the floor.
Wow.
Nothing.
Well, yeah, and what would you have that would go like that, too? Like, I mean, it's not like you have, I mean,